Yes, guys, we are back. This time we brought the board because this lesson is going to be very, very important in the same series we're talking about goal achieving. So pay attention, we're going deep. This is getting serious. Today, we are going to talk about the mind. We are going to gain better clarity and better understanding how this concept that we've been talking to in the previous videos work. I want to ask you a question. Think about your fridge. Mine right here, you can see it, is white. What color is your fridge? Okay. Change the color to red. Change it to blue. Change it to green. Think about your car. What color is your car? Change it to black. Change it to yellow. Think about your favorite shoes. Okay, you got it? Think about your favorite shirt. Think about your favorite vacation place. Okay? What are you doing here? When I ask you to think about these places and these items, you're actually using your mind and creating images. You're bringing images on the screen of your mind. You're bringing images of these words that I'm talking to you about, these items. So when I ask you about your shoes, you bring the image of your shoes. This is how you think. This is how we all think. We think in images. Okay? So whenever you think about something, you're going to bring the image of that thing to your mind. If I ask you we're going to this place called XYZ, but you have never been in this place. You don't have an image of that place, right? And if I ask you to navigate yourself through that place, I'm telling you, go to this place, and from this place here, once you reach that point, that city or that, I don't know, whatever, I want you to go to the city hall in this place and pass by this other place, but you have no image. So you feel ambiguity. You feel that you don't have clarity because you don't have an image of that place. Okay? Do you understand? You don't have an image of the place I'm talking about. So you feel like, I don't know. You can't. Okay? But if I talk to you about another place where I'm telling you, we're going to this vacation to this place right here, and I start describing the place to you. It has a nice beach. It has this street where there's a lot of shops. It has a little port. It has this. It has that. You start making an image. You start forming an image to that place in your head, and you start bringing from your repertoire of images. You bring images to create an image that is close to what I'm describing to you. Why you're doing that? Because you're trying to bring order into your mind. You're trying to bring order to your thoughts. And we all need this order in order to function properly. Because the moment we don't have order, we don't have a clear image, we feel ambiguity. We feel kind of lost. We do not understand the concepts properly. We don't function properly. Okay? So the same thing when it comes to the mind, we're talking about the mind. The mind is the conscious mind, the subconscious mind. The mind is influencing everything. The mind is all about mindset. You hear it. Like it's all about mindset and all of everybody's talking about. Everybody understand. Nobody understands. Everybody understands that it's about mindset, but nobody understands what the hell is that supposed to mean. Now, I want to ask you another question. Can you think about your mind? Most likely, an image of your brain came to the picture. Most likely, you're thinking about your brain, and your brain is not your mind. Your brain is part of your body. It's not your mind. Like your hand is not your mind. Your eyes is not your mind. Your brain is your brain. It's inside your skull. It's not your mind. So you see, now you don't have an image of the mind. And what happens when you don't have an image of the mind? You will have ambiguity. You're not going to understand these concepts clearly. You're not going to put into order all these concepts that we talk about in the previous videos. And if you don't have that order, you don't have clarity, you don't have a clear understanding, and you will not be able to apply effectively the information into your life and get actual results. So that's why we are going to form a picture of the mind. By the way, the mind is not your brain. The mind is an activity. The mind is in every cell of your body. Mind is movement. Mind is not physical. Okay? Mind is movement. Your brain is an electronic switching station. Your brain fires orders to all your body and regulates everything. But your mind is an activity, and it's in every cell of your body. It's connected to everything in your body. And your energy, obviously. Now, this idea that I get, that I'm gonna put here, it came to me from my mentor, and my mentor, he got it from somebody else, and this somebody else, he got it from some doctor. I think the name was Dr. Thurman Fleet. He was involved in the healing arts and holistic healing, specifically, like heal the whole person. A guy that in our modern day that does the same thing is Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's very much involved into the connection between the mind, the nervous system, the biology in our body, and he helps people heal from very, very scary diseases that we have nowadays. He helps people do that. So if you have you're dealing with a health issue, I highly recommend that you check out Dr. Joe Dispenza. And he had a lot of interviews, a lot of YouTube content that explains how the mind affects your body and how you can heal using your mind. Okay. Now let's go and create a picture of your mind so you can have more clarity. Okay. Okay. This idea is pretty simple. Okay. What I'm gonna draw here is very simple. Don't let the simplicity of this idea deceive you. Okay, because it's not about making it complex, it's about making it simple so you can bring that clarity to your mind. Okay. So let this drawing represent your mind. I'm gonna draw a big circle here. Hope I make it big enough so you can see it. Here you go. Yes, that's a circle. It's not really circular, but you get the idea. Jesus. Okay. We are going to draw a line here. Okay. So let this represent your mind. This circle right here represents your mind. And as we said, mind is not something physical. Mind is movement. So we can give it an image that we want. And let the top bottom of the circle represent your conscious mind. Conscious mind. Okay? The conscious mind is the part of your mind that you use to watch this video. It's the educated mind. This is where all the information is piled. This is the educated mind. It's where you gather the information. This is where you make your analysis. This is how you function from day to day. This is the mind that connects you to your outside world. This is where your senses are connected. The mind that connects you through your senses to the world. Okay? This is the conscious mind. It's the educated mind. It's the thinking mind. The subconscious is very, very different from the conscious mind. Let the bottom, top of the circle, represents your subconscious mind. This is the subconscious. So the subconscious mind is actually your emotional mind. This is where the paradigm lies, sometimes very, very hidden, often really hidden in the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the mind that is responsible for your behavior, for your habits, for your feelings. Okay? And as we talked in previous videos, that your feelings and your emotions ultimately dictate your habits and the way you see things. This is where your paradigms are, in the subconscious mind. There is other parts to the mind, but to keep it simple, we are just going to focus on two parts, and the conscious and the subconscious mind. Okay? And we're gonna draw a line here and let this smaller circle here, this smaller circle represents your body. This is your body. And as you can see, your mind is connected to your body. Actually, your mind is in every cell of your body. So the whole drawing represents your mind. This is your mind. This is the body. I'm gonna write a B here. So we have conscious mind, subconscious mind, body. Okay? This is the mind. Now this drawing here, it will bring order. So whenever you think about somebody, whenever you think about yourself, and I'm talking to you, you have information in your conscious mind, and this information could be positive, could be negative, but there is a paradigm that is hidden inside your mind and your subconscious and your subconscious programming. I'm talking about this. Okay, and now you're gonna have an image when I talk to you about this stuff. You're gonna understand. Oh, so there is the conscious. This is what I gather from all the information. But there is something. There is another programming. I see it like my head. I see it as the drawing. So my head is the circle, and then my body is the little circle. Now, to have order, to understand better the concepts I'm studying. So when I talk to you about this, now you understand this is conscious, where all the information, there's a subconscious where my emotions, my paradigm are, and then it connects, it influences my body, influences my vibration. Okay? So this is here, as we said, educated mind. Educated mind. Here is the emotional mind. Okay? And here we have the body that ultimately will move into action. Okay? So what happens is, if you want to reach our goal, I told you that we have paradigms that needs to be changed. There is certain paradigms that needs changing. If we do not change these paradigms, we're not going to move forward. Okay? So the paradigms are here in your subconscious mind. The paradigms are here. This is the subconscious programming. So if you're trying to learn about something, you're trying to develop a project, you set a goal, you want a new partner, you set a goal, you want to learn and become a champion, boxing champion, I don't know, martial artist, whatever you're trying to do, I don't know what is your goal. You're trying to get, I don't know, build a business, we said it. You gather information, you see the strategies, you see the blueprints, you look for information. But if your subconscious has paradigms that are stopping you, no matter how much information you gather here, this is what ultimately influences your body. This is the part that influences your body. Okay? It influences your action. It influences your vibration. So if you do not change this, nothing will change. Okay? So the trick is to understand all this game, to understand this, and have clarity. And when we form a new idea, we want to create something new, we need to think about this and know how to use it in our favor. Okay? Let's say we have something we want to accomplish. Okay? We have something that we are trying to accomplish. Okay? What are we going to do is take that idea here. This is a new idea. Imagine this is an idea. Okay? I just draw something, an idea. we need to make sure that this idea becomes part of our paradigm. This goal has to become part of our paradigm. It has to become here. It has to come here to this place. Okay? Let's call this idea, I don't know. Let's call it idea X. Okay? This is X. I don't know if you can see it from there. I just drawn X here. This is an idea. This idea is called X. When you think about it in your conscious mind at the start, you're just entertaining it on a conscious level. It's just here. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. Here you have other stuff. You have Y type idea. You have, I don't know, something else. So at this moment, the X is not here. Imagine this X is not here yet. You need to impress on your subconscious this X type idea. You need to impress it on your subconscious. It has to become part of your paradigm. How do we do that? We do that by repeating to ourselves this idea and by studying and understanding these concepts we're talking about. We are going to start impressing this idea on our subconscious mind. We need to start imagining this idea in our head, creating a picture of us already in the dream, in the goal. Okay? We do that with our imagination. We imagine that we are already in the idea, already with the goal, and we start slowly, with repetition and with feelings. We have to feel that we're already there. Okay? You have to image this and feel that you already got it. By doing that, you start impressing this idea on the subconscious with repetition. Okay? Slowly, this idea will become part of your new paradigm. When this idea becomes part of your new paradigm and in your mind, your body will move into this idea. Your body will actually move into this idea. You will start acting like the person that is deserving of that idea, that is deserving of that goal. Let's say this is a goal, okay? Could be anything. Your body will start moving because the body is connected to the mind. When your body moves into this idea, the same type of idea, your body will start acting. This is when action comes in. And I don't mean like acting in a movie. I mean, that's part of it. But I mean the actions you take, the stuff that you do, the movements you make, the moves you make. You will become your mind, you impregnate your mind with that idea. So you start thinking about it and you start making calls, making moves, making, getting closer to that goal. And because you implanted this idea in your subconscious, now it's implanted after all this work that we've done. And we're going to talk more about this work of reprogramming your subconscious. This idea has moved to your body. Okay? Has moved to the body. And now you're doing something. Now you're doing something that will get you closer to that idea. The action that you take will cause a reaction from the universe, from other people. Reaction. Because you're moving in a certain way, in a way that is congruent with this idea. Okay? Your action and the reaction you get from the outside world, this is what gets you the result you want. Do you get it? The stuff that you do in the certain way that you do them, because now the goal is part of your subconscious, will get a certain reaction from people, from the world, from circumstances. And with that reaction, this is how you are going to reach your goals. Now, what I need you to understand is that when you move this idea to your subconscious mind, we said subconscious is in every part of your body, there is a law that is called the law of vibration. There is a certain vibration that your body will move in, vibration. You know, the law of vibration is one of the laws of the universe. And the law of vibration dictates that everything vibrates. Nothing is still. Everything moves. Even this that you see, you think is just sitting here, is actually moving at a certain level of, at a certain speed of vibration. It's actually moving at a certain speed of vibration. Our physical here, body is moving at a certain speed of vibration. Everything moves. Nothing is still. Okay? So when you impregnate your subconscious with this idea, what happens is that your body moves in the vibration of this idea. So this vibration will literally start attracting to you. The reaction is the attraction. Attracting to you the right stuff. The right circumstances. The collaboration. The stuff that you need in order to reach your goal. A lot of people talk about the law of attraction. The law of attraction. You've heard that, of course. Some people don't believe, because they don't understand what is the law of attraction. They think like you think about something, you fantasize, and it comes to you. No. A law of attraction is a secondary law. The law of attraction is the reaction of the universe to what you do, to who you are. As I said in other videos, it's not about how, it's about who you are. So when you know how to reprogram your subconscious to become something else, X for this instance, and your body moves into the X vibration, and you start taking action. You don't sit on your ass. You have to start moving like the person that is deserving of this result right here. Okay? You have to move like this person. For example, and I don't mean fake it. Some people say fake it. In my experience, when you fake something, your mind knows that you're faking it. Okay? I think it's better to do what you can. For example, you want to reach a certain level. You have to understand the person that is in that level. How does he move? For example, you want to become a champion. So you go and look at the champion in your category, in your sport, the top guy, and see how does he move. What does he eat for breakfast? How does he train? How many times he trains? How does he think? What is his opinion about different subjects, about the training, about the career, about the sport? I'm giving just an example with sport because it's easy to understand. So you watch interviews of this guy. You see how he thinks, how he moves. What does he do? Where does he go? You start acting like that person. You already become that person because now, for example, you're gonna start training twice a day. If he's training twice a day, he have a coach. So maybe you figure that out. You hire a certain type of coach that will help you get to that result. He wakes up, I don't know, early in the morning. He goes for a run. You start acting like him. So you acted like the person that is deserving of the result that you're seeking. The result is from the same type of idea that we planted. Is X type result. Okay. I don't know if you can see the X. It is an X. My writing and my drawing is horrible, so just bear with me. Okay. So you start acting like the person that is deserving of that idea, of that goal. In whatever way you can. Whatever way you can. You start moving like, maybe you change the way you dress. Okay? You become slowly that person. in your own way. I'm not saying copy the other person, but in your own way. But you take some of the stuff that you think they are helping him reach the level he is at, and you do that. So me, for example, I know that my coaches do YouTube videos, do a lot of YouTube videos and explain and share value. So I'm acting like them. I'm doing this. I'm taking this. When I say acting, I mean I'm taking the same action. Okay? And I'm doing my YouTube videos and sharing this information with you. So the action and the vibration you're in will start getting a different reaction from the universe, from the world, from people around you. And you will literally start bringing to yourself all you need, all the help will come to you. All the help you need. Okay? Will come to you from the other side. As long as you're taking action, as long as your vibration is correct, as long as your energy, and we talked about energy, vibration is energy, you need to have high energy to vibrate in the right way. Because if your goal is positive, you need energy. You need to vibrate in a high energy. As long as you're acting the right way, as long as you're vibrating properly, your energy is correct, as long as you keep feeding your subconscious this type of ideas, and as long as you keep thinking and imagining and feeling and imagining how does it feel. Remember this, imagine how does it feel to already be here. This is how you start reprogramming your subconscious. You're going to find some resistance from here. We're going to talk about this in the future. But if you do this long enough, you will see that things will start shifting. And you slowly, by repeating this information that you see here in this video, you will start believing it more. And you will start getting hints and evidence that you're moving in the right direction. Okay? Now, the problem is our paradigm here that we have is keeping us a little bit stuck. Why is that? Because our paradigm has us functioning from outside in, not from inside out. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that we have here our senses, hear, smell, taste, and touch. This is our senses. Hear, smell, taste, touch, and see. Okay? Our senses have us connected to the outside world. Imagine these are little antennas connected to your conscious mind. This is your senses. You see, you hear, you smell, you touch, and this is it's making you connected to your outside world. And the paradigm that everybody functions with is that whatever your senses feed you, the information that your senses feed you, this is what goes to your subconscious. This is the problem. This is this is how the paradigm, the old one, functions. Your senses feed you information. Here, this information that is coming to you from your senses is going to your subconscious, and it's already has been programmed here long time ago. This is the why idea, the paradigm. Okay, and part of the paradigm is that you function this way. Whatever you see, whatever your senses give you as data, you believe as true. This is part of your old paradigm. Whatever your senses are giving you, this is the truth for you. And this is what's going to happen. This is the reality for you. This is what's possible for you. So when you think about your X type goal, and we talked about having a goal that is actually excites you, scares you at the same time, because you want to have that energy, you want to have that emotion behind the goal. It has to excite you to take it to your subconscious and to resist through the adversity that you're going to meet. So these sensory factors are making you function from outside in, which means whatever you see on the outside is the truth for you. So when you have an idea, a new one that is contrary to whatever you have in your subconscious, you just don't execute. You don't work on it. You don't believe it's possible for you. And you don't believe it's possible for you because you don't understand this. This is the creative process we talked about in other videos. And you're using the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Do you remember that law? The law dictates that there is an energy flowing to you. There is an energy flowing to and through you. Imagine this is a flow of energy. This is the energy. And you can take that energy and give it any image you want. And by repetition, in impregnating these images in your subconscious, you will move your body to another type of energy, another type of vibration using this energy that you have. And you will start attracting whatever you need and taking action, proper actions that will bring you closer to your goal. You will get the help. But when you function from the old paradigm that dictates whatever I see and hear, smell, taste, and touch, it's what it is. It's the truth. Anything else, it's not possible. You will stay stuck. This is the old paradigm. This is part of the old paradigm. You will stay stuck in your place and you're not going to move ahead. Okay? I don't want to make this video too long, but I think I said everything I wanted to say in this video. The main thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is that you need to have a clear image of your mind. This is how it functions. This is how you create something new. Okay? And I wanted to talk about the law of vibration. This is a law. The law of vibration is important that you understand it. This is a law, like the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Vibration is a law. Your body is in a certain type of vibration. You are in a certain type of vibration. You have to make sure that you are in the right vibration by doing what we talked about right now, so you can bring to yourself the stuff that are needed for you to reach your goal. And of course, you have to move. You have to take massive action. You have to try everything possible with faith. And you're not going to have faith unless you study this thing a million times and study the laws of the universe and understand that what I'm talking about right here is true. And it will become more clear for you now that you understand how the mind looks. So if you have a question about this, write down in the comment. We're going to keep making more videos in this series that will bring you closer to the full picture on how to reach your goal, no matter what it is. Let's get it, guys. Stay strong.